My mic wasn't connected. Always fun. All right, hello everybody. I'm LRock617. I do apologize for that little blip. Apparently my mic wasn't set up for this scene, but we're good to go now. What I was explaining was that I had the menu up to prove the difficulty. I don't run this game in any other difficulty, but I just wanted to show it off just there anyway. Plus y'all get that sweet intro, and this intro to this game is tremendous. So anyway, I actually don't think I've ever run this category in Retrothon. I've run it in many other events, including RGL's Coin Op Classic and our Feed the Kids follow-up marathon this past fall. So yeah, been playing a number of categories of this game for like 5 years now, and I'll be honest, I didn't really know what I wanted to throw around this time for Retrothon, so I just thought about going to the classics, and looks like we're gonna do that. Some of y'all might know this game. Some of y'all who may know this game may not care for it. It's a childhood favorite of mine, even though I do think it has some issues. But, nah, it's Turtles Arcade. So we'll pop our quarter in. Everybody's playable, but Don's by far the best. So we're gonna pick him at, well, I was gonna say time, but hang on. There it is. Okay. Apologies. Y'all get this sweet theme rendition real quick. All right, everybody, start at 3, 2, 1, go.
Fire! Hang on.
So yeah, Donny's really good. Easily the best range in the game, and rage is key in this game. He does have the slowest attack speed by like, I think compared to Leo and Raph, his fastest attack is 2 frames slower. But the range more than makes up for it. We get to do crazy stuff like this other characters can't do. Just complete master of footsies in a game like this. Do that, do that. Also, for those curious about why I have my fight stick inputs laid out and where the webcam should be, I appreciate it when I get to see what a person's doing while they're playing. So I like to provide that for others. So here we have Rocksteady. See if I can get a quick kill going. Easy peasy. The active frames of your dive kick serve as a meaty for his wake up, so he can't really respond to it, and you get to follow up with a special attack immediately for a lot of damage. 4 cycles later and out. That's not what I wanted to have happen, but at least I got a duo out of it. Get out of here, please. Saw that guy get tagged. Yeah, I figured. Don't love this, though. So one thing enemies in this game will do, or attempt to do a lot, is flank you. For those unfamiliar with tabletop RPGs, flanking means going to, one enemy goes to one side and the other one goes to another. It's quite awful when it works out for them. Okay. They're acting silly. This stage is also home to really the only thing in this game that makes this a dirty game for cheaters. Take the pizza just cuz, and that's here. This is the Josie skip. Watch my inputs. Hold diagonal, do this. And we successfully bypass something like 5 waves of enemies. And we get this really jank looking bebop fight. One more cycle. Cool, cool. And we get to jump in a hole that doesn't exist. Good stuff. Yes, I am. In anticipation for the Kawabunga collection coming out later this year, which I will be obtaining on Steam. Alright, so we got to the sewer in a pretty decent amount of time. One thing that a lot of people just don't know about this game is that this game punishes you for taking additional time by adding more enemies. I don't recall what the exact timing is of this stage, but if you take too long to reach the sewer, you'll have one more enemy in a majority of given segments than you would if you didn't. If you finish it in like a decent amount of time. Okay, that's bad. Yeah, that's really bad. Okay, so I need to I need to do some regulation here. All right, so that was, sorry, that required a ridiculous amount of audibles because the game decided to act up, and this game does that a lot of the time. Didn't want him to spawn yet either. Wall jump for swag, get caught, didn't want to. That guy doesn't normally spawn that early, so that was a minor mistake there. Go away. Okay, so a few of these goons, take them out. You heard the magic pixel. This bottom pixel of this platform actually renders you completely invincible to enemy attacks, which is great because Mouchers can approach you, so you can kill Baxter just by doing that.
Come and get him, yell brain.
Works with every character but Raph. Raph has a different strat he can do. It's a little bit wonkier, but it's possible. That guy decided to play dodging. Okay, that's not great. Okay, so key thing to note, this is actually a stage where we're gonna end up taking a death. Only death we're gonna take. Okay, I'm actually gonna let this guy kill me. And I'll explain why the death has to happen. Old arcade games, some of them anyway, have a system called the rank system where the game adjusts difficulty based on how well the player's doing. And we actually want to have the rank maintain a pretty low position. I did not want to get hit there, by the way. That was definitely a mistake. Okay. More audibles. Okay, so things are going to get a bit dicey here. I did not want to take all that damage. I'm going to take this guy out. I'm going to take this guy out. I'm actually going to go ahead and snag the pizza. Go for this quick kill. Talk in a moment. Perfect. Okay, so that's reason number one we take a death. That fight, when the rank is at its full, is the hardest boss fight in the game by a pretty good amount. However, if you take a death, you get access to that quick kill, which is still pretty hard to do, but I'm really happy I was able to actually get it there. Okay. Throwing spears do 3 damage. They're awful. They normally don't do that as soon as they pop on screen, but sometimes they do, and that guy did, so... okay, I don't love this. So I'm utilizing throw quite a bit too. Throw's really good. Has as much range as your best normal. Didn't want that. Do some audibles here. That guy dead? Yeah, he's dead. Sweet. This guy's acting a fool. Did not want that to happen. All right, I gotta play... I mistimed something. I gotta play super safe here for a bit. Okay. If you mashed out of that, you won't take any damage from it. Okay. Man, they are acting wild today. This defense is way beyond what I'm used to. All right, so there we go. We're safe. Still gonna play a bit at range here. We can outrange sledgehammers. Spears are a little bit tougher. So we're not doing this for speed at this point anymore. We're kind of just playing for survival. Yeah, some more goons. Good double kill. Head to the top. Let's see the car hits as many as he can. Gotten as many as 4 with that before, but 3's still great. So we're moving on over this way. These guys I want to take care of quickly, but they may not let that happen. Pretty glad they did. Time to ride the tire. Let that guy get hit. Ooh, I wanted the double kill there so bad. All right, there we go. A little bit of a dicey stage, but the streets is pretty tough anyway. So for the skateboard stage, this works for anybody. Take him to the top left corner and helicopter machine gun fire will not touch you. Very useful. Of course, past this, we won't have that option available to us, but for the opening, pretty decent. All right, 4 random enemies. Awesome. Okay, so this is the best possible luck. What happens here is you get 3 knife soldiers right off the bat, and the 4th enemy you get is random. Sometimes you get a 4th knife soldier like I did, which is the best possible luck. Other times you might get another helicopter, and unfortunately if it's a helicopter you have to deal with it, so you kind of have to get around these guys and take out the helicopter as quickly and as efficiently as possible. From here, the stage is just on a in-game timer because it's an auto-scroller. there's a specific music cue I'm going to be listening for to make sure I can move on. I'm just avoiding these guys in the meantime because if I start killing them, I'm just going to spawn more enemies and nobody wants that. I'm not playing for score here. Dive down that way. Music's a jam though, so y'all get that to listen to. All right, right when the music switches right around here, that's when I'm going to start hitting things. Right about here. Easy peasy. You can use specials to try to take them out quicker, but whiff punishes on those for you are really bad, so I decided to play it safe. Okay, on to the factory. In my opinion, maybe the hardest actual stage in the game, despite how short it is. Biggest reason being, there's just so many ways that things can go wrong here. There's like 5 choke points in this stage for a 1cc attempt that I would like to do my best to avoid. I did not want that trade. All right, I gotta do some, I did not want that to happen. He did some box movement that was not friendly. Okay, so let's move up here. Another magic pixel. We're gonna be completely safe here. In this instance, they're gonna keep trying to approach us, but they're not gonna be able to actually do anything. So we're just gonna do that. That shouldn't touch. Didn't think so. We got the whiff punish. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna hold the right because I want to take out as many of these fan guys as I can. Didn't want to see 2, but we're fine. So you got a quick cutscene here. Doesn't matter how fast I kill the foot soldiers there, just take them out. And for these drones, we're gonna have 7 of them, hit as many as I can. Got 5, that's really good. Didn't want to get hit there though, but we're still okay. Ooh, that's really bad. All right, I gotta play his game. He's gotta come over here. That's really sad. I got juked super hard there, so the 1cc is dead, sadly. That movement was clutch for sure. Anyway, we'll finish the run out from here, so that is a bummer, but meh, it happens. Got one yellow guy coming in. Yeah, that segment does require a pretty good amount of clutch, and they're really random, so not much you can do if they decide to play by their rules. Like I said, stage is really hard. And the drones are definitely one of the choke points. Reason being is because you can only hit them with aerial attacks, and their laser does 2 damage and it's a knockdown. So if they hit to hit you, they reset the whole situation. And the damage, it's really, really strong. I was in a situation where I could not get hit more than twice, and that last one decided to be a superhero, so good on him. So I'll play the safe fight for Granitor here. This guy, you really don't have to fight with anything but pokes. And Don and Leo specifically both have amazing vertical range on their pokes. I'm gonna take this. Like, I can hit him well before he's gonna approach me, he's still gonna get touched. Like, this Z-axis range is just ridiculous. Stop, please. Can you not? When he decides to taunt, it's kind of awful though, because if he decides to, you can't approach him while he's getting set to do it because he has invincibility on a counterattack, so not great. Okay, so outside of the enemy count, the rest of the run should be more or less the same. We can still show some stuff off. There'd be about double the number of enemies in those given segments there if I hadn't died. But it's going to be a bit easier since I have. Okay, so we're going to take that out there. There's like 7 of those guys if you're still on 1 credit pace, as opposed to the 3 we just had. This here works regardless of difficulty or rank. You can just jump these first 2 ice rays, jump the laser beam, and you're good to go. The timing did take me some practice to learn, but it's honestly not that hard once you've learned it. This baseline is too good. No, they're not insta-kill. They just do really good damage, like 3 damage, I think. They're, the really crappy part is that they stun lock you. to let you get hit by soldiers and whatnot. Okay, so on to Trag, who I took a hit from right away. That doesn't happen often. This is effectively the same as the Granitor fight, but it's actually a little bit easier. Come here. Mostly just because his iframes aren't nearly as strong, and he's a lot more aggressive, which I do like. His taunt also doesn't have, like, a ton of invincibility to it like Granitor's does. So I'm just gonna kite him over to me so I can keep hitting him. Don't want to get that pizza yet. I'll get it now. He can't do more than 3 damage to us, but meh. Get the last one, move on to our ending. So for Krang, honestly, I feel like most people probably think Krang is the most fearsome boss in the game. And in some circles, I'm sure that's true. But as long as you're playing Donatello, Krang is completely useless. As long as you're spacing him out as you best well can with these pokes, he's not going to ever be able to approach you. Spacing does take some practice, and I tend to recommend shimming if you're going to do it like I do here. Like say I move, hit, move, turn around, hit again. Things like this. It does take a good number of hits, like 50 something. I think it's 56 total. So the fight does take a bit of a grind to finish off, but still, with Don's range, Krang just should never get in. He did get that kick in on me because of a Z-axis issue, but I blame that on myself. Down with the ship.
I'm invincible.
Right on to our final boss. Here we have Shredder. There's quite the nice little exploit we get to utilize for this fight. But I had to see what the coin flip came up first. Okay. So we got that coin flip. So now we got the fake one exposed. We're gonna let the real one try to combat us. And the exploit we get is the fact that the fake one is gonna basically always be out of our range. And he's gonna keep trying to go to the wall. He also loses access to that mutagen ray attack that the real Shredder's using. So as long as we cling to the wall like this, he's not gonna be a factor. From there, you just have to make sure you can time out your dodges. You can always tell when he's gonna fire it by how fast he's moving. From there, you just poke him to death. I could be using specials for more damage, but meh, I'm still on 2cc pace, so I'd rather try to keep that intact if I can. Unfortunate. If someone asks about one-hit KO, that mutagen ray is 100% a one-hit KO, which is why I'm trying not to get hit by it. You also can't stop him from doing it. You can hit him out of it, but he'll just try and do it again, and that just prolongs the fight, so you're better off just letting him get it out of the system. More hitting, got him down to the fake. Take the swing. That's gonna finish the run. Time is on Technodrome full appearance, and there we go. I was actually thinking it was gonna be more like a 17, but of course that would have been if it would have been on a single death. Or a 14XX, I think like a 1441 is my PB, but I'm definitely not on that kind of rest pace these days. Still, 16's pretty good, considering how random this game acts literally all the time. So yeah, thank you all for the GGs. Really hope you enjoyed this trip back into the time warp machine. And up next, we've got a double dose of House of the Dead from that voice guy. So y'all stick around. We've also got a poll we're going to be creating for that here shortly. So be sure to get your votes in for the blood color, and we'll see y'all shortly. Take care.